So now that we know a little bit about positioning, let's revisit this image project. So we're going to revisit our image gallery, and instead of having 6 pictures, we'll have 4. And when we hover over those pictures, it will show another image. Okay? So instead of making you type all of this, I've included it in the file called gallery.html in your 6-9 folder. So find HP 6-9 and open Gallery HTML. You'll notice in that folder that there are regular size photos, the large photos, and then thumbnail photos. The thumbnail photos are the ones that appear over here, and then the regular size photos appear on the right when we hover over those. So those are 2 different images. So this is a thumbnail version, and then over here I can't move my mouse, but the larger image is just called photo 1. So how did we code those? We did an unordered list again, and in each LI we had an anchor that links to the big photo. Now what you click on, or in this case hover over to get there, is actually an image. So within that anchor tag, we had the image of the thumbnail. We provided it with a width and a height and alt text. Then we added a span and had another image, which is the image photo 1. And then we included a break with the caption text. Okay, so you don't have to retype that, but all of those work very similar. There's an anchor. Inside the anchor, there's an image. There's a span with another image. And we're going to code all that in our CSS to make it do what it's supposed to do. Okay, so scroll on up, and you can just pause the video and copy this over. I'm not going to type it out. I'm just going to explain it, and then you can type it and see what happens. So we have an ID called gallery, and notice we've assigned that ID after H1. Using a div, we've created a div ID gallery, and that div closes after an unordered list. So all of that ULs, LIs, anchors, image tags, all of those are inside that div. So now we can say, go to that gallery, and we're going to do position relative. For each UL, we're going to remove the bulleted item and set a width. For each LI, we're going to display inline, which is similar to inline block. We're going to float left and have a padding of 10 pixels. For the image, border style none. Gallery A, we change the text decoration to none to make sure there's not a default border around the image. Sometimes if you have image as a link, it'll put a default border around it. We're changing the color and the font style. For the span, do display none, and that makes that span which contained an image disappear. And then when we hover over that, we're going to say span and then make it appear. So display block, position absolute, and set the top and bottom, and text align center. Okay, it's not crazy important that you understand all of this right now and how it works. It's important that you're practicing and you're learning. So type this over. If you have any errors, double check your code with this video, and when you get finished, you should have something that looks like this.